So we're back in the middle of the street where we left off, and I believe I've decided I would like to progress the main storyline, so we're going to be heading to Mr. Zhao's now.
Welcome back!
Yeah, I knew that. It's an unfortunate bobble on my part. So I don't know if that's the best choice, but that's the choice we're going to make. And I'd like to keep Mr. Zhao alive, but guess we're going to have to play it by ear on that one.
Wang Ho called. You're looking for someone. I don't know where your friend is, but I know the Tong are involved. The leader of the Tong, Johnny, he'll know where they are. Johnny's at Glaze. It's his club. You'll need a password to enter. The password is 725. There will be Tong everywhere. Johnny's office is upstairs. I am a man of my word, and I owe the debt to Wang Ho. By paying that debt, I have made an enemy of the Tong, who I once belonged to. You should leave now. Excuse me.
Try to hit the guy. Try to hit the guy. I don't know if this... I assume this must be the last person.
If you want to find your friend, I suggest you hurry.
725. Do this without a big commotion.
Am I supposed to know you? You don't look like someone he needs to talk to. Johnny's in his office upstairs. You play with Johnny, and you're not getting out of here alive. Understand? Where did you find this guy? What kind of whack-ass DJ called himself the Flow?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Lovely evening.
Guy came from Santa Monica.
Who the hell you think you are, asshole? Huh? You know who I am? You know where you are? You wanna die? The fuck do you want? Huh? Who are you? Who told you that? How would you know about that? Who are you? Answer me!
Don't tell it a thing, Johnny. Shoot it!
You told me that guy was a nobody. Just what the hell did you get us involved in?
Shoot it. You'll find out.
You're dead, asshole! What the fuck? I shot you! You're dead!
That's exactly it, Johnny. It is dead. It's quite difficult to kill something that's already dead. And I assure you, it's not wearing a vest. The bullet entered cleanly through the lower abdomen. Normally, a bullet of that caliber would likely ricochet and tear up the small intestine. But as you can see, it exited cleanly through the back with little external bleeding. The reason being, its internal organs have atrophied.
What the hell's going on? What are you?
Dispose of Johnny, and we'll discuss the matter of your missing comrade.
No, fuck you! Die already!
Hey, right there.
You had to kill him, didn't you? It's part of your code of survival, covering your tracks, so to speak. And before you attempt to deceive me, you should know I'm monitoring your heat signature. It's room temperature. I also must protect my true identity. You may refer to me as the Mandarin. You are searching for one of your kind, I understand. I have him at my facility. Come to the FU Syndicate building. We will discuss terms of release.
Okay. Dancing. Magic right there. people shooting.
Welcome back!
All right. You probably should change into something more suitable. Actually, we'll probably be changing absolutely directly back into the heavy leather.
So glad you finally decided to show up. If you want to meet your comrade, walk through those doors. Good. I am told you are a rather resourceful individual. This should make you a most intriguing specimen. You and your kind may play mortals for weaklings and fools, and that may be fitting for some. But you underestimate me. Subject is male. Appearance suggests early to late 20s. True age unknown. As with the other, there are no vital signs. No heartbeat, no body heat. Test chamber air sample is 97% carbon monoxide. Normal respiration cannot take place. Subject is by all definition clinically dead. Hello in there. I'm going to run some tests on you. I'm interested in how you work, but only because it's my task to find the most efficient way to kill your kind. Please, give me everything you've got. Begin the experiment. Test chamber has been filled with ultraviolet light, releasing moderate UV radiation. Does that burn at all? Subject exhibits no sign of pain or even physical discomfort. Shut down the lights. Conclusion: UV radiation does not produce the desired effect. Please, move on to the next chamber. If your kind is resourceful. Your survival instinct borders on animalistic. I'm curious about your innate abilities. Let us see what you can do. The walls are reinforced concrete, several feet thick. There is no other exit. Believe me, it is my design. Only the most simple creatures can survive dismemberment. I am told you can regenerate parts. You've shown great resilience so far. Let's see how you do against some live targets. Proceed to the next room. Sometimes myths are constructed around legitimate observations. Let us find out if there's any truth in an old superstition. Initiate Van Helsing's experiment. Does that hurt? I'd rather the experiment didn't end here. Please, don't disappoint me. Well, when God fails, put your faith in the gun. Proceed, Commander. Men are veteran mercenaries. The weapon refined incendiary rounds. Promising. But just what is it doing? You are turning out to be a very useful guinea pig. But we have a conflict of interest. You continue to endure even though it's my instruction to incapacitate you. This calls for a more drastic approach. Continue to the next room. I'm very enthusiastic about this next test. Many regimes use electricity. It would be useful if this applies to your case as well. Or will the voltage have results? You have demonstrated considerable mental and physical acumen. And I'm quite perplexed how something that should be dead can display such strong survival skills. Let's begin the final test. Step into the next room. Stand by. Run a check on the extinguishers one more time. I've already determined fire is a weakness of your kind. I would like to know more about the psychological effect it has on you, and how it may be exploited.
Can I not hit them from here? Maybe not. Okay, never mind.
My employer's punishment for your escape would be 1,000 times more painful than anything you could devise. I refuse to give you the satisfaction.
Let me out! They get you too? I've got no excuse. A Nosferatu getting caught by a bunch of humans? This is a new low. Wait, we can't go yet. There are servers here. We need to hack in and delete all of their research. Should be a mainframe on this floor. Let's check the computers. Anything on Kindred needs to get wiped. Anyone interferes, you leave them to me. Grrr. If I tore the lungs out of everyone in this place, it still wouldn't feel like revenge. Let's go.
Freeze! Hey, stop right there.
That was the last of them. Let's get out of here.
Well, thanks for taking my disciplines off.
Will do. And thanks.
Stop right there.
Yep. Thanks for that as well, dude. Now maybe we can switch it. Whoops. Now maybe we can switch our suit out. Wrong suit. So I believe that's success.
Do you have Prince Albert in the can?
Well, better let him go, boss. You done real well bringing our boy back home. I got your info, hero. bit of juicy gossip. You both had an equal opportunity to take it. They just had a bit more initiative. If you're going to play jihad, you need to do your homework. Knowledge is power, and power has a price. But seeing as how I've already got what I want from them, I'll give you a freebie. Oh, you're going to love this. They've got skeletons in their closet. Literally. I should have played the Catskills. Incest, organized crime, death cults. That's the Giovanni. Spaghetti and corpses, boss. The Ankaran Sarcophagus isn't the only occult item they're hoarding. I hear they've got a collection that'd make Aleister Crowley come back from the dead. That is, assuming he isn't already sitting on a shelf somewhere over there. Oh, I'll tell you. And if you're foolish enough to go there, well, don't say I didn't warn you, boss. They have a mansion in the city. I'll draw you a map. They're having a reunion. Anyone who isn't a Giovanni shouldn't get within 50 yards. Am I the only one who saw this coming a million miles away? You get 'em, boss. You give 'em one for Gary. If you should survive and ever need any information, come back and see me. I'm always here. And everywhere.
Interesting. The receiver hangs up partway through the conversation there. I guess they didn't plan on people taking that long to get through the conversation. Let's see. So I'm just headed for the Giovanni's, right? It's time to retrieve it.
Welcome back!
Well, we have been piling up the experience points. That's a lot of what I was wanting to do. Well, I would like that. That'll do for now.
Going somewhere? Future.
No kidding. Okay. Thwarted by a guy standing too close to the rail.
Sorry, you can't come in here right now.
So
Sorry, you can't come in here right.
So I just wanted to show that in case you're Nosferatu and you'd like to get in here peacefully. Lots of the place is riddled with secret passages, but I'll ignore those. I'll leave that for somebody else to discover. I'm not going to talk to anybody in here.
Several events have seen the fall from the good years at the head of the family back in Italy. The American Giovanni have been through hard times. The fall of the stock market, poor investments in several once-tried insurance. The loss of many old and dear friends in Washington served our best interests. But I promise you that after tonight, these unfortunate mishaps will all be forgiven. The Ankaran Sarcophagus. You may have heard about its theft on the news. The truth of the matter is it was taken on my orders. Why? It bears a great resemblance to an artifact that would contain the spirits of an entire kingdom wiped out during the time of the Pharaoh. As I speak, the most accomplished of our family are preparing to harvest this bounteous soul, bringing the Giovanni family one step closer to the endless night we have toiled to bring about all these centuries. Once again, the American Giovanni are poised to make a grand return to a position of its peace. And to celebrate this momentous occasion, I have decided to embrace two of you, and to allow you to choose one person at this party to bestow the frosty kiss upon. When the others return, we shall inform Italy of our accomplishments and commence with the embrace. Let this night be the beginning of a prosperous new century, and let us not forget to thank God for this opportunity it's provided to regain faith with our honored elders. Amen. I appreciate everyone's attendance here this night. It has been several years.
So there's 3 people you can talk to here and play them off against each other, but
So how is Bruno?
Hi. I don't think we've met before. You are... Hi. I really can't say much about that. Forget about it, really. It's nothing. Okay, I'll show you something, but you can't tell anyone. Promise? Follow me.
and the only reason we had to do that twice to talk to her is because we didn't come in the normal way.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You know what they do in this room? Mm-hmm. Know what they do with the corpses? I shouldn't do this, but why don't I show you? Gets pretty weird from here. Don't say I didn't warn you. Oh, and be ready to run. You'll understand when it happens. Follow me.
Right behind you, more or less.
Shh. They don't usually attack. Just don't provoke them. What's happening? They're coming to get us. Oh my gosh, we've got to get out of here.
Superman. Quick change. Didn't see you down there. Really? I'm just interested if she's going to talk to us or not.
In here.
Okay.
This way. In here. This way. This way. This way.
Are you coming with us, or are you going to stay here?
This way.
This way? All right.
This way.
We'll go this way.
This way.
Did she beat us here? She
I don't
did.
know what happened back there, but I know a way through this next part. Can you believe all this? This is like something out of a horror movie. Oh, here it is. We should be safe from here on. This way.
Right behind you. I'm right behind you. Okay.
This way. This way.
Still behind you.
This way. In here.
This is a trap.
What was that? Did you hear that? This is all too much. I'm going back upstairs. You do what you want.
I knew it.
Kindred! Your presence here violates the agreement between our leaders. Leave now, or face the consequences of your actions. There is an alliance between your leader LaCroix and Mistress Ming-Xiao. You violate the agreement. If you do not leave, we are not responsible for your death. We'll give you one more chance to leave this place and keep your life. You will go?
That went pretty well. Much better than expected. Just checking out the ceiling. Let's get some better clothes on for the boss.
My Wunderkind returns. In my entire court, I knew there was only one who could have succeeded in this task. Finally, the Ankaran Sarcophagus is ours. Come, I've granted Beckett's request to study and document all the markings of the sarcophagus. You've met Beckett, haven't you? Let's go take a look inside and see what the commotion around the city has really been all about. What have you assessed so far?
Unfortunately for the Heralds of Doom, it appears we won't be opening Pandora's box. The markings, as far as I can tell, are of Assyrian origin. An extraordinary piece, but nothing earth-shattering.
I see. Then there is no good reason why we shouldn't open it. Won't budge. Beckett, do you see any mechanism for the lid?
I haven't as yet had a chance to pore over it with my fine-tooth comb. I think I have one in my bag.
Why won't it open, Beckett? And you, I thought you said it looked as if it had been opened on the Dane. I want it open! You and Beckett, figure out a way to open it. I need to know what's inside. I have other matters to attend to. Come get me when a solution has been found.
Ah, the depths to which I'll sink to prove others wrong. The young ones get so temperamental. Fortunately for Sebastian, is it? I'd already made up my mind to open the sarcophagus, if only to show the city that Gehenna, contrary to popular belief, has not begun.
Yeah, why did I get pulled into this, Beckett? You're the man. This is kind of below me.
Thinking of leaving the organization? You'll break poor Sebastian's heart. Seriously, my advice would be to follow this sarcophagus nonsense through before you defect. Princes don't handle rejection well. In the last few seconds, I've had very few epiphanies. I may be old, but I didn't build it. How knowledgeable are you on ancient Assyrian funerary constructs? Fortunately for us, I know of someone who has distinguished himself in this field. His name is Dr. Anders Johansen, a professor of archaeology from Norway. He was the one responsible for finding the sarcophagus, and as far as I know, the only authority on its origin and design. Until yesterday, he could have been found in his suite at the Empire Hotel downtown. But when I stopped by earlier this evening, all I found was spilt coffee on a morning paper. Appears he's been abducted. Where's the fun, without complications? I detected the scent of myrrh incense, which is usually burned in monasteries. Also, I found beach sand in part of a muddy footprint. Putting two and two together, I located a monastery near a beach in Malibu, where I believe hunters are holding Johansen captive. Actually, there were 2 hunters on the roof of the building opposite the hotel who were positively delighted to tell me everything they knew, provided I stopped dangling them head first over the side. The hunters abducted Dr. Johansen for his own protection, or at least that's how they've justified it. He's being held by the Society of Leopold and used, quite ingeniously, as bait for Prince Lacroix's minions. Sebastian mentioned you ran into one of the hunters from the Society of Leopold some time ago. They're so secret a church organization, I don't even think they know if they exist. But essentially, they're murderers for Christ, or some such deity. You'll have to go to the monastery and find a way into the tunnels beneath, where the hunters are holding Johansen. I'm afraid I can't accompany you, but then it's best you go alone. Too many of us might set them off, like fundamentalists on contrary opinion. It's not that I don't love walking into the heart of danger to curry favor with the local magistrate of the hour, but actually, that's exactly it. I'd rather not get involved in the politics of it. Besides, I'd better document the sarcophagus before Sebastian's goon smashes it open. I wouldn't recommend walking. Certainly, Sebastian's already provided cab fare. I'm sure he always spares no expense when archaeology is at stake. Excellent. The Society, for the most part, knows very little about us. But they do know how to kill and torture us, and that's enough. Also, some of them exhibit powers that can make them quite formidable. Best not to announce yourself. I've said quite a lot about myself already. I know even less about you than you do me. Why don't you tell me about yourself? I consider myself a seeker of reluctant information. Scholar sounds like academia. Ugh. How versed are you in the occult? Then you wouldn't know that Dracula, the fictional vampire of movie fame, was very real. His real name was Vlad Tepes, and he was a Jamisi, though he was not Sabat. By some accounts, he still lives into these nights. Unless you've got further questions, I'd really like to get back to looking at the sarcophagus. Remember, Dr. Johansen is an innocent. He has no idea we actually exist. Try not to put the idea in his head.
So, what we were going for was Beckett gave us this 5th dot in scholarship there. Also, an interesting thing about that was in the original game, even after you go through the conversation and you select scholarship, the dialogue continues and you have more choices. And you can still screw it up, but in this version of the UP at least, apparently they prevented the player from screwing it up. You don't have any choices. Interesting.
Did you find a way to open the sarcophagus?
No.
I can't have my protege looking plebeian, can I? You'll find I can be very generous towards those who serve me well. Point made.
Alrighty.
I'm sorry there, but Mr. LaCroix, he told me not to let anybody up right now. He sounded kind of PO'd. Must be all the late nights he's working. Anyhow, I can't let you go see him right now. Sorry.
Alrighty. So, what do we have? We have the book for Pisha. So that's super handy. Santa Monica's cleared. We need to take a trip. We can go do the Tangled Web for Mitnick. And Yuki's still looking for us.
Yes. The Voce del Morte. The Giovanni never willingly share their secrets, and I've had little success infiltrating their strongholds. How did you obtain this? It will take some time to translate and unlock the secrets of this. I will have to move on from the city to evade any Giovanni seeking it. Take this. This will complete the terms we agreed to, and I think it is adequate compensation. It is the key of Alamut. It instills dread in those that would harm you, and makes it harder for them to strike you. Make no mistake, our dealings do not make us allies. If indeed we meet again, do not ask me for any favors. I will give you this final advice, however. Leave this city. These are its final nights. Discord looms heavy. I've felt this before. In November of 1938, I was translating documents in Leipzig, Germany, written by a purported Crusades-era necromancer. There also, I felt a sense of impending chaos. Soon after was the Kristallnacht, the wellspring of a new world war.
Ooh. Okay. It's not good. I think that's our last interaction with Pisha. Unless we just come back for a social visit.
company?
Not right now. Go check our email. Seems like ages since I've been back here, but it probably hasn't been. Aha. Wonder if they talk about that.
It's our turn when Professor Anders Johansson went missing from his hotel room earlier today. Evidence of a struggle in the professor's room at the Empire Hotel indicate to investigators that Johansson was abducted. Johansson's family has received no demands yet, and there is speculation that his disappearance and the earlier theft of the Ankaran Sarcophagus are related. Police officials have gone on record as saying it's too early to confirm or deny any possibilities regarding this case. Mobs of villagers in New Delhi, India, stoned a policeman to death.
So we did get something new. I think we're all caught up here. Yep. And that we'll check in with the Anarchs because I haven't talked to them in a while. I have no idea if they have anything new to say or I have anything new to say. Mm-hmm. Another crime of opportunity. Handy.
Hey, sorry, man.
Yep. I wasn't expecting you to turn like that.
Seth. Goddamn candies. You guys are all the same.
What the hell did you want?
It just keeps getting more interesting, doesn't it, kiddo? The Giovanni, the Quay Jin, lots of blood being spilled for a 10,000-year-old conversation piece, wouldn't you say? I heard LaCroix's been talking to Beckett, too. Beckett's a skeptic about all this stuff. I just hope he knows to be careful dealing with that snake LaCroix. Well, Beckett's apolitical, you could say. He's just interested in the truth of our origins. Politics and all that is minor details to him. You do what you have to do. Kid, if you don't do it, somebody else will. You're in a good position to make a difference, Mr. Big Shot. A lot of kindreds wondering just which way you'll go.
I'm not sure how that conversation went. I guess I'm happy with that. I'm glad I talked to them at least. I don't know if I should be questioning Damsel more or not. I think I'm just going to leave her conversations unexplored. So we have options when we pick up next time, but for now I believe we're going to leave it right here. So thank you for watching.